Abusia chama wontumi eno mankoye manokra. De adri de ajo de empire.
Ya of Israel. Shamak Israel Yehovah. Elahenu Yehovah Ekat. We ahata et Yehovah. Elohika bika luvika. Uvika naveshika. Uvika miyodika. Todi yashach. Todi yashach. Todi yashach. Amen.
Abusianti sebe kaya ebra NPP NDC eba aban mu foforo yana yetabri chama wontumi eni akunta mining edi call ye court se omabo awura Ghana asase ana ye kwayem wabra emra emma omkwan ena afenso omase Ghana asase anase omutu form gudia ennam mra kwan so na yenkomra no court ahye se 3rd July ena odi atemu no beba enu na yedidi mu na last week nemu ena lawyer and the appeal could be oyemranim ni a otwitwa gi chama wontumi odi betu dwa se wanyanye lawyer ni ama chama wontumi in this particular case ebio enu na Ghana for bisa se na eba ni sen lawyer ni a wagi aginam na wadi ekira bepim samre ya court ahye date odi judgment beba no ena wudi abetu dwa se wanyanye lawyer ni ama chama wontumi biema na nti asem no bibi wom ampanso bibi wom nti ni nkyerɛkyerɛ mu no de ntia lawyer and the appeal could be woye na dwen se wanyanye mbranim ni ana wanyanye mbranim ni ama chama wontumi in this particular case no Eugene Osei Tutu the fact checker or the enkyerɛkyerɛ mu ni nyina aba ewo Nhyira TV so ayebekɔ akɔhwɛ aba na meka wo sa ha yeken ba TV subscribe share like na comment nso no ma yenhu ewo comment section ase nti yense mbrane yenkɔ na yenkotie asem no mu nkyerɛkyerɛ mu emra sisi ye
the appeal could be okay FM but tie ni wo Asempa FM and other platforms. But I think that maybe on hindsight, he didn't help wontumi. I'll explain myself.
Okay.
Maybe on hindsight, on the 3 cases I named wontumi common, maybe on hindsight, will be able to maybe wontumi should have gotten different lawyers to handle the case.
Okay.
Only time Kamebo interview ni 60 minutes on the Kwame Nkrumah case interview. I listen carefully. And me kasema me mama source. I listen to the interview with Obi. That is also about 15 minutes. We kini ebete say wontumi attra koma attorney general say obey plea bargain. This is the news. That's how I started.
Okay.
The Exim Bank case ni nyina beginning 2018. And so I summarize them. Wontumi koti company be a friend wontumi farms limited.
Yes.
And okwa ka kire Exim Bank so asase 100,000 acres. No be so de yefu to wonwa na besia. Any man iska. Ana Exim Bank back and forth na no mama no 18.7 million. Na a mixture of a loan and a grant.
Yeah.
But in March 2018 omu disburse say 14.3. That is titisika 140 billion.
Yeah, easy.
Omu the demand I want to be samba say wakoto fidie. Was kind of the man so fento agricultural machines e fidie de be phone.
That's right.
Often to consultant nka. Often fa labor so de betu omuka. Patratias. Any ade bi e wo phone ho. Now want to me buy no dey I paper bi buy o ma cho receipt. Na na ne wom ne se wakoto afudie bu o company fa ne Kasama Enterprise. Enti investigators they call asem nim no anom call Kasama so na wona wudumi beto ade wo no oh ampa wuntumi ba ya papa tintin bi na nim de dwa
koko
na oba ya nim no obaje bo se afidie we eyesen afidie we eyesen afidie we eyesen ene ma ni pro forma invoice eno ka kire ye se o de ko kire ni mpanifo na oba beto yante ne nka bio it according to Yoko no wontumi ko ofie okọ no office no okọ pro forma no ekonye ni receipt.
Wow.
And o de koma exam for no samba gis ka bio. Esa case no and a 30 million exam fraud case na okoye plea bargain. But do be plea bargain mranim esa kire sen. Now before we even go into the akoko senior. I think say wontumi case no say any wontumi wia whoever was the board chairman at that time the CEO of the bank, the loan officers, me dream say esembra.
Anyone di.
And the Bank of Ghana now, almost one same be catchere as on mine.
Yeah.
Because even one, before they gave the 14.3 million to wontumi, who went to check the land?
That's right.
Who checked the documentation of the land? What was wontumi's track record in agriculture and farming? When wontumi presented the receipts to Akoto Fidie, nobody in the bank went further to check say Fidie no wen esi hefa company be na toma
because me say me no me ne yakwaje loan ne yakase for collateral mra bank ne be die kira ko he property cry dey ikusi awa
see asem no mo ka kire no me die
and adwoma asem
I've already said it say rodo rather ne dos wum yes wontumi may be the big fish but wontumi am fetu am kusi exam bank for no na giska those who facilitated and enabled this glaring weird transaction to happen. Because the fact of the case is that when wontumi submitted those documents, he was given extra cash. Is the Bank of Ghana telling us that you can just go to a bank
for Christmas?
Me was said that kwaso. Me pefuaye. You say to two farms 14.3 million. Ajana wana yes in the dining na yesi bia. E 60 million, 70 million dollars. Ni atama manipa ba ko se ko.
Jeko. Fakoyefu.
Senior, ebu obrem. And the Bank of Ghana and the Exim Bank official that time must answer some questions to the state.
Sure.
That said, wontumi let to the come Attorney General or say we hereby inform the Honorable Court that the first accused, Bernard Wontumi, hearing has through his counsel, Mr. Andy Apiakubi Esquire, in a letter dated June 5, 2026, to the Honorable Attorney General, made a request to initiate a plea negotiation in respect of the charges in this trial. Now, so Wontumi say, court. Now, what is instructive is that this case was filed on the 14th of May. Wontumi a plea bargain on the 11th of June. It's not even 1 month. What is instructive is also that Attorney General has not made disclosures beyond the fact of the case.
Yes.
It is evidence the crime so on a cascam and nina kokasa no akasa mpa wontumi be pro forma no koye editing. Say the pana wontumi man editing say receipts and allegedly Abrantia no so obekasa no. In name but wontumi is going for plea. What does that tell you? It tells you that there's a presumption say wontumi feels that he's liable in the matter. That's why you're going to plea bargain. Because what is plea bargain? In 2022,
and we understand that case, sir, plea bargaining. We understand some way, somehow. And community are so behind the scenes.
Yes.
Negotiation for a long time.
Yes, but you have to inform the court.
Sure.
Now, the reason I have to inform the court in any. The reason I'm saying that there may be a presumption they want to make and say, I'm not saying that out of vacuum. I'm saying that based on my reading of the Plea Bargaining Act. That is Act 1079, which was assented by President Kufuor on the 22nd of July 2022.
Okay. And the appeal could be can say a monpa much wontumi.
Yes.
It is SMEC and the bidum say any the okay,
Yes.
So did he help? Did he help?
I'll come to the appeal could be.
Okay.
Now, what is plea bargaining? Or say the Criminal and Other Offences Act procedure Act 30 is amended by the insection after section 162 blah blah blah. Now let me read for you what it means. It says that subject to section 162B, a person charged with a criminal offense, exam bank case, they're fraud, money laundering, financial loss to the state. These are criminal matters. Charged with a criminal offense may, at any time before judgment, negotiate with the Attorney General for a plea bargain or a plea agreement. So even the summer boy case now you na verdict and you're trying to July 3 no. So July 2nd I want to make you send your water to name one which I could plea bargain.
Okay.
Why am I say or say a person charged with a criminal offense may at any time before judgment negotiate with the Attorney General for a plea bargain. Now I go further to say what would that seek to achieve? To reduce an offense charge with a lesser offense. And if, for example, someone boy case, a 15 to 25 years in jail, you can plea bargain and get 5 years, make certain restitutions. It's allowed. To withdraw a charge against an accused person, that can also be done. To reduce the punishment for an offense charged within the law that prescribes the punishment. Or say, a plea bargain under subsection 1 may provide a sentence or a range of sentences to be recommended to the court. The payment by the accused person or compensation to the victim of the offense, or the making of restitution by the accused person with the prior consent of the accused persons. Now, what wontumi will do with the Attorney General is back and forth. 30 million, mania 20. There be mania 20, major 25. Oh, mania 25, major 27. Okay, mania 22. That is a recommendation to the court. When the court accepts it, it becomes a verdict or a judgment of the court. That's what plea bargaining means.
Okay.
They say, "Yeah, charge wontumi say 30 million be akodi no wa afa kwa paso." And I wontumi so plea bargaining. Plea bargaining wontumi make us okay. Munyi charge ni mfiri so, me tue scan nyina. Munyi charge ni mfiri so, menya 25 million. Now, Attorney General Dituma no the side na koba court say, me ni wontumi akwa agree na ya agree ni na court no so ayedan will adopt it. The court, I'm also told, can also say that they are varying the terms of that agreement. So that is basically what a plea bargain means.
That's right.
Now, as some course na MPP for social media to see and the peer could say, here CMC, here case management conference. Charging a diabo wontumi. The evidence, the ingredients, and ankasani evidence, Attorney General say, "Am public? Didn't I go plea bargain?" Then he started speaking. But you see, I always say, and I'm giving you my sources. I say, okay, FM interview, and I say, FM.
Okay.
When people are speaking, I listen to them carefully. I'm watching me background. Now, I can say my back is a porno, but I'm more because I wanted to listen to the interview again. So when I was driving to the office, I was still listening. And the appear could be breaking news as FM say. Some boy case na ye die no. O could notify court when they say wo yin who from say wontumi lawyer. But I'm not maybe than I received a very shocking brief. The Attorney General has also indicated strongly.
Yes, so
say and the appear could be yes I open because the presumption is that when and the appear could be that so. Won't we have to elect a new lawyer?
No more chance here.
Now, the case will not start again, but the court may give the lawyer a new window to
open
familiarize with the case and everything. That may go beyond the legal vacation.
Okay.
So they think that it's a strategy the wontumi want to deploy to delay the case. But even in that, you see, sometimes when you are speaking, you need to match. It's about me source me, and the appeal could be say. Grounds not the economy. Me see an interview that one number there be 5 or so 1 case ne bobo sododo. On say wontumi what 3 cases. Tano mrim case no. Sama boy nimri tama boy de no. Ana Exim Bank. O say case ne bobo sododo. No no lawyer for no kra no. Wasan je adwuma bi aka. When he said that I said why will you say me say oni okay for me no no pa. At the Shiachi abuse and on a Kwame Chromatic. That's my source.
Okay.
Meba a reasons so or say time case nebo bosodo 2 or say submission of no case no. Unsa Attorney General born in Crow here. Initially in the same boy case no want to make us say on kasa.
Okay.
Or then say the Attorney General has not adduced enough evidence for no one to me to speak. Then the court sat on it, and the court on the page 30 and 31 said a very instructive thing. My phone is not here, I would have projected. What it basically is that based on the evidence, our prosecution and led by Justice Samson are due to me has something to answer.
Okay.
So when and the appeal could be went to the appeals court, based on the tone of the page 30 and 31 in the High Court ruling, he even said that he feels the judge on the matter has been prejudicial. But what is prejudicial about it? Because the judge can only say wontumi has to open his defense because there's been an establishment of a prima facie. If there's no prima facie, yes, so that I don't know how to put it. So that's the only common sensical thing the judge will say. Say, media evidence na Attorney General diabano mitia e Thomasum enti wonso be wan na mente wonso side. That does not mean or infer that the judge is biased.
Okay, next mo mebo nkro.
Yes. Asabasi. Then me no na ti kukrantumi program iso anope meboa.
Yeah.
Oku se ku ofie.
Yes.
And oku school kosuya de meboa. Oni ha. Ana sem ni si ye no. Ye kofie. What I say?
Yes.
And okuku se kufre na abo nkuro. And was I'm prechum. Asama waka to me me dey me na me gitum say. And I mean you say to initial go frame me kra me say na dey. Me kasa. And I'm there some ko jibi ho. Tell you. Me dey ko jibi ho no. And I Jimmy say otiam prechuma. You just say o kasa. That does not mean say wajam pretum ye na the judge is even giving you a window for you to also what?
Yes.
Bring evidence against what is being placed on you.
That's right.
The third reason he gave is that Osei, some boy concession want to be audited legally. Now want to mean for agreement to say omunkoye reclamation. And na for koye galamse ni echi. Now Osei, there's no document that shows that wontumi gave the land to the gentleman and instructed him explicitly to do galamsey. But that is the evidence you led in court say wontumi anyesa. The ruling is 3rd July. So why do you think that you must be heard on radio before the judge? Because what that tells me that then you know that you were not able to rightly defend your client.
Yes.
And therefore, in my view, you are causing disaffection for the judge.
That's right.
Now, let's come back to the one.
Court to one can was him. I feel no better radio so now.
Yes. Now, also time, the element of the time. Did anybody force them? And everybody see, my YouTube channel, the critical analysis. Young Kufo me favorite. Esi Dunketia.
Okay.
Cabinet Japan. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And their people could become President Mahama. They are people I respect. My biases are clear. That does not mean that President Mahama I'm not saying that they are people who feed me. Nobody has given me one peso. I'm saying that they are people I respect.
That's right.
You may not respect them. That is your view. And I'm not entitled to determine who you respect. But I'm saying that I respect that their peer could be. But an interview now, why na sempane okay. To me. And I'm explaining myself, say. So what can we okay for me interview ni say? Okra waji amanfo cases na case go so a. Then the inference can be say plea bargain in the crana wokono. When there has not been any case management conference, when the Attorney General has not given you the evidences he will stand on to prosecute your client and go for plea bargain, then it's because we show our selfish interest.
Yes.
You are not looking out for the interest of your client.
Open term.
Mr. Kotie interview, no say Ejuma. So the interview actually is on the critical analysis channel. My last video,
wow.
It's on my channel. Anybody can go and watch it.
Open term also.
Exactly. So the evidence can also be say me on hindsight. I think that would should have gotten different lawyers for the different cases.
Wow.
Because also what break. He said it in the interview.
I don't think I can say illegal mining case, you know, watching her free honor. And then watching her free honors. So that's what I'm saying that there may be on hindsight. I can tell my case and watching her free.
Who to me should have gotten a different because it's weird. The case is concluded. The case is concluded. For me, what they are doing, it is rather giving the public that I didn't do a good job. I'm not sure of the defense I led for my client. So let me cut my losses. And it's all within 2-3 days here. I think that senior should tone down a bit. Yeah. I think
I am myself.
Interview, I was disappointed. That does not mean I'm saying they want to be innocent. I'm not saying that. But even murderers are supposed to have the best of legal counsel. Because me, all my life, anytime me to DSTV crime documentaries.
Okay.
There are people who've been convicted for years. People who've been convicted for years. I'm pretty sure you will come later. Maybe any panel crash. I'm not crying. You want to me here. My background is Macedonian climate science. So Galam say, and some near the tunnel say, I'm a boss. Some internet, some boy case. When you read the minerals and mine, it's between 15 to 25 years. Tanumrim is the same. And in fact, the Tanumrim prosecution started under Kufuado.
Okay.
Patriots. So they are grave cases. But the two interviews are material and kill, you know.
Mama dream na.
Mama dream na. You see, the final thing I conclude is that, and I always say this, I'm a very young man in my early 30s, but I followed this our enterprise for the last 20 years, since 2006. Senior, one thing I've always said is that when you have a power today, have cognizance of the fact that that power is transient. One day that power may not be there.
Yes.
You may be vulnerable.
Yes.
Therefore, whatever activity you are doing with that power, have cognizance. Have cognizance. Have that awareness. Maybe Nicophobia, come on group of conductor my quadro. Me a correct course. Meet your catcher say, Unyes cano. The entire fina no share Nicophobia Jumaphone. No, yet. Juma handy job, no see and pass it.
That's right.
Was the pram pass it? 1 year be the what the
sir.
Or for one about Koba, na
Kyle. Maybe I'll free bar.
That's what I mean by cognizance of everything that you are doing. Maybe see. Great,
Ebusia Insure 104.5. Eugene the fact checker and Moten and Kano.